Big up, guys. It's your boy, Mark and MUFCFAN. Welcome to the channel. Of course, I got the heavyweights in the building. My buddy Timber Banks. We're celebrating the mud this weekend. The Mud Brothers of losses. The red, white, and the black. You know it's Manchester and Real Madrid. And you know what? Nothing in the transfer window for us. But exits and other things. Nothing interesting. And of course, everyone, you know, we got Bally Tech in the building, so best believe, have no fear, because he's here.
Big up, man. Big up,
Bally.
man. Big up, man.
Big up, man.
What's good, broski?
Nah, it's just a crazy day. Obviously, we have our wonderful director or owner, should we say, Jim Radcliffe, if that's his real name. Yeah, he finessed us, sold us a dream, said we'll be using a January transfer window in the future upon taking over the club. And look what he does with it. Look what he does with it. Sells all our top players to bring in what? What did he bring in for us?
Nothing. This going to Spurs. He going to Spurs. He going to Spurs on a loan, 5 mil, bro. Man, them moving mad. Had to be. Bro, listen, I was livid right now, you know. Man, them lucky I come home from work. A little exhausted. I ain't
But
had the energy, but
just a quick one. What are you exactly upset about? Because it's not with any obligation or anything. It's for him to go on loan for 6 months and then go back to Dortmund. So what are you upset about?
Well, here why I'm upset. You see, we give out some of our players, right? Our attacking talent.
Yeah.
Rashford gone. As much as he ain't doing well. Antony gone. Malacia gone. Nothing coming but Dorgu. And I don't want the pressure to go on a player who come into transition into a team that's not doing well. Of course, he might be a talent. We are, you know what I mean? But we know he needs to develop still in some ways or whatever. But realistically, bro, we go and put all the pressure on him. We just lose Martinez. What going on? Sorry. What is going on here?
But do you think it's right to put all the pressure of Manchester United onto Tell for 6 months?
You see, that's the problem. I
For
wasn't really
19-year-old.
planning to put the pressure on him, But
that's
him
what would have
coming in,
happened.
right? I hear that. I agree. It could sound like that. But him coming in, bro, definitely gives us an option in attack that we're missing. And, bro, like...
I don't think we're missing Tell. I don't.
Bro,
Like, I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm not saying that he's not good in any form of way. But what I'm saying is he's 19 years old. Unless he's going to have the consistency of a Samu, then what is the point of getting a 19-year-old striker? If he doesn't perform, you're going to tell me he needs to develop. He needs to develop.
I actually think he going to learn. I think
But he has to be. This is why I said to many people, because I had this argument with people. I said, listen, the reason why I don't want too many young players at Manchester United, because these men are coming to start. If they're going to be starter, if they're bench players, I give them that pass. I give them that leeway, because I was never somebody who dissed bench players. I used to hear rivals. They will be dissing our bench players, but they will be comparing our bench players to the players that are starting in their team. And I said, you do realize, that your team is shit, that you're comparing your best player to our bench player. You do realize this. So I never dissed bench players, but you're advocating for somebody who, on occasions, don't even make the bench to come to Manchester United and make some sort of headway in our team. You're advocating to develop Bayern Munich's 19-year-old, but we've got 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, and 17-year-olds at Manchester United. What's wrong with our 18 and 19-year-olds? Why don't we play them?
I'm not saying that they don't have the talent, but right now, in terms of maturity of play, I think he's way ahead of most of what we have. That's my own thing. I thought he would have been the perfect a bit of both worlds. A young player who have a mature sense of play that will come in and hit the ground running. And this is my thoughts on Tell. I'm being so real with you, bro. Like, sometimes you see a player and you just know he going to land. And I just know he going to land, bro. I tell about Kobe before he land, and when he land, it was that. I'm telling you, bro, I know what I'm saying about this player. And I just feel like United will do the dumb thing. We had a chance to pay 40 mil as an option or obligation, and guess what? Right? He will land in Spurs, and this summer, mark my words, we will go and pay 70 mil for him. Watch. Just saying. I'm just saying it now. No, bro. Okay. Too many times I understand. I see Man United do this nonsense, bro. I see it.
Point.
Before
I understand. I understand what you're saying. I get your point.
Bro, we refuse Caicedo for 400,000, you know.
No, it was 4 million.
No, brother. Listen to me. Hear me good.
Oh, Brighton bought him for 4 million.
Right. Before Brighton get him, Ralph Ragnick had him for 400k on the bonks, bro. Ralph Ragnick asked for 60 million, King, and was going to sign 7 man them. Julian Alvarez.
You guys missed out on that man. That man, you guys missed out.
This fella, Luis Diaz. Bro, listen, the list going on. Enzo Fernandez was on the list, and the man wanted 60 million. I was bringing 7 men, bro. 7 men, bro. You hear me?
You guys messed up.
60 million, no, King.
You messed up with Ragnick. You guys messed up big time.
Brother,
what the players he mentioned.
Man, wait until the Prophet. You know what is going? You know what's happening, bro? When the Prophet gone is when men is heed the words, bro. In Man United, when the opportunity is missed, there's regret it. They don't hear it, you know, and he see it. They just regret it, bro.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So what happened to Nepal, Mark?
Bro, let me tell you something. Is the one time I would defer to my brother here and say, let me bring our midfield up from the youth. Because that brother, I see him live. He good. But more house, better. Even young Shea Lacey, King, man them will laugh, bro. Young Shea Lacey's a monster, you know, King. Bro, that's some bad youth men, and bro, that's some real bad youth men in the academy. But guess what? They go and sell all of them to make up money to sell. And still, they're not going to spend half a ton transfers in the summer. Just watch and see. Bro, look. Antony gone. Betis, one day. Man of the match.
Assist. Yeah, man of the match, assist.
Man of the match. Bro, the man was coming in form. Giddy man, 4 or 5 more games, bro. He might have be it. He might have started a show that same format United. But he ain't getting the consent because everybody on him back. Bro, there's a problem with players. No, I don't tell man, don't criticize players, but when you jump down men's throat, they can't talk. You know what I mean? Bro, men pissed off. Everybody must be pissed off, bro, because this is a waste of a January window. Waste. Listen, man, King, I don't even asking for 100 mil. I'm showing you this brother here. 20 million euros, bro. We need a 10. We need a 10, King. Bro, 20 million euros is dog money. Rashford wages for a season is more than this man. You hear what I say now? Rashford getting 33 million a year, King. Imagine. This man not even costing that. And you can't take that punt. Boy, with this club going mad. Brother.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Honestly.
Bro, and this is me not saying these brothers, all these brothers go and come here and just land like atoms. But bro, as much as men don't want to hear it, we weaker.
Yeah.
We have nobody that proven that they're gonna do it.
Your team is weak. Letting go of 3 players and not bring only one. Come on, the team is weak.
It weren't just that. This started from the summer, right? They let go of Sancho, right? And for me, this has started in the summer in terms of the weakening of the attack. They let go of Palestri in the summer. They let go of Sancho. Cool. At that stage, we thought, okay, maybe they'll bring in a few more people. They brought in Xerxes. Okay, cool. Right? But then they've now let go of Rashford. They've let go of Antony. And now they're on the brink. They wanted to sell Garnacho. They didn't end up doing it. But now they're on the brink of selling
Malacia gone.
Sending out Malacia, right?
He about to go.
Our rivals, only down the road, Manchester City, they had a poor form, and they have spent £175 million.
Watch this. Watch this. I just want man to see this. Right? Let me tell you something, bro. You know how dread businesses work? I don't wait for them to agree this deal and swing like a brick. 35 million euros, bro. Are wicked like that. And then I give them 3 or 4 in add-ons. Bro, 32 million Santi Jimenez King. This is a striker we had making we better. Small money. 22 million pounds, King.
Who's he gone to?
Milan, boy. 32 million euros plus add-ons. That is 21 million pounds and some change.
Bro. Well, big up Milan. They know what they're doing, innit?
What we doing at Man United, really and truly right now. Because listen, broski, all this go and fall on top of the manager that they bring in mid-season. They go and bring... bro, you see this manager? This manager looking like he aged 10 years in 2 months.
Already, man. He said it now. Man said it.
But, listen.
I would walk.
I
would walk, man. I would walk. I'm sorry.
Amorim looking like Ten Hag, except Ten Hag started looking so after the winter in the second season. Only remember, no transfers in the winter, major injuries. We started slipping the league. Then you see Ten Hag after the winter, and then looking old.
Now,
he started moving like a week.
Now, knowing what we know now, that we're unlikely to sign anybody, right? If I could just go back to the players that some of the players that we were linked with round about the start of the window when we were linked with various attackers, right? I think we was linked with Nkunku. We were linked with Ferguson. We was linked with Kolo Muani. And
Ferguson left to West Ham on loan.
We was also linked with Tel. Now, if we go back to, I think the very first player that people said they didn't want, right, was Kolo Muani. He went to Juve and he started smashing it up immediately. No messing around. And to me, this is why I don't advocate for young players. I rather go take somebody who's got a bit more experience, because those that have experience that are not old yet, they've been sitting on the bench pissed off. They could have fallen out with a manager. The manager might play a style of play that don't necessarily suit that player's strengths. And a lot of us fans, we want to write them off because we see that they're not playing for a club. Not a youngster who's 19 that needs developing or something. No, this is a guy who, if he goes to another club and he plays, We want to see his results. We want to see what he's cooking. We don't want a meal that tastes like shit. So the idea that we don't want Kolo Muani because he's not playing for PSG. We said we didn't want him. Cool, he went to Juve. He started banging it up. Yeah. Nkunku came up. We said we didn't want him. Injury problems. Cool. He's gonna stay at Chelsea. He's already on 13 goals at Chelsea. Another
10 mini conference league.
I don't care where they come from. Another set because they've only given him. Remember, you keep saying this, but they've only given him 300 Premier League minutes, so they're not even giving him a chance, Rude Boy. So it's not even. It doesn't matter. The reason why, no, he's not a central striker. He's a number 10. The reason why he's not getting in the team is because of Cole Palmer. He's not getting in the team because of Jackson. They play different roles completely in the team. So the idea that we can't get him, if it's based off ability, I can't hear this argument. If it's based off, oh, I'm scared of his injuries, that's a completely different argument in itself. But we didn't want Nkunku because he's shit, apparently. All right, cool. Yeah. He's shit and injured, yeah? So then, okay, cool. We didn't want Ferguson because he's injured. So he's gone to West Ham. So now we rested all our transfer hopes on a 19-year-old kid called Matthias Tel. The guy said he don't want to go to Spurs. So it was pretty much either Manchester United or Arsenal who came in last minute. Yeah? Somehow, Man United found out that either we pay the money that Spurs initially offered, or it's going to be a loan where he goes back to Bayern after. In other words, we develop him for 6 months, we enhance his profile, only for Bayern to make all the P's of it. And Manchester United famously do not do this. They don't. I can't remember, if anybody can remember in the chat, which player Manchester United was supposed to get, we were supposed to try and sign, but we wanted him on loan first. But then the team said, no, you can only have him on loan. And Man United said, no, we don't develop players for other teams. And then people was getting upset because we didn't get that guy. There was a player in the past that happened to before, but this has happened before. So cool. Now it's looking like Spurs have more pull than Manchester United, even though we know that that's not the case. Man United just don't want to do those types of loan deals where we got bent over backwards. And I mentioned this on the previous show when I said, why do you want to develop somebody else's player? But nobody weren't trying to hear this. Nobody weren't trying to hear this. They were trying to tell me that these kids are better than experienced man. And this is what pisses me off, bruv. Yeah, we need to understand, yeah, that unless one of these kids is like a Yamal, unless they're to that level, unless they're like a Palmer, then they shouldn't be putting no experienced people out of the team. They don't have the right. They don't have the powers to do this. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to hype up Nkunku like he's my brethren or something. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to do what's best for Man United. Right now, we have a strike force that is fucking shit. They do not score goals to save their lives. These men don't know the right runs to make. And that's not just Rasmus's thing. It's also Jay-Z's issue. It's also Ahmad's issue. It's also Garnacho's issue. And these are the men that we have to rely on. So God forbid, I say, let's bring in someone with a bit more experience that knows the right runs to make on a football pitch.
Nobody not saying no to bringing someone with more experience, but bringing someone who's with more experience who's good. And Cuckoo's not that.
You don't. From what I can see now, yeah, it's poor judgment. Because if my life depended on it, right? If my life, because this is how I have to think about it. Because football is a cutthroat job. If your life depends on it, yeah, I'd rather bring in somebody that has a clear history, that knows what they're doing, that I've also seen a pattern where this person has been consistent, rather than and I look at and I could also look at the mitigating factors as to why this guy is not playing. Yeah, to do my research rather than bringing a kid who is not playing because due to lack of experience, not due to ability, because we already know that he has some form of ability there. It's just due to lack of experience. So that is where I'm at with the decision making and why when people are starting to come with these wild opinions, it doesn't make no sense to me. Like, because bro, at the end of the day, we are in 13th. Yeah. Haven't you seen all the managers come in and then not favor no kids when shit starts getting real? When relegation starts getting knocking. Like how many times have we sent kids on loan and then because the team's not doing well, our kids can't get a game? Is it because they want to put their career on? Is it because they want to flush their career down drain through trying to put on a Man United kid? They ain't trying to do that. Like, no, in fact, yeah, these managers have forgotten more about football than a lot of us think that we know. Yeah. They know inherently that young players are inconsistent. And managers are not stupid. If they get someone who wants to be consistent, like Palmer or Yamal, they're going to play them. It doesn't matter what age they are. Those kids are exceptionally talented. Those guys are wise beyond their years when it comes to the ball at their feet. But not the kids that we got. The kids that we got play like kids. They play like kids. Now they're the ones who are running our forward line. And look what they're doing for us week in, week out. Look what they're doing. Between Xerxes and Rasmus, what is it like? 4 goals in the Premier League?
5.
5? Disgraceful. Disgraceful, bruv. But I'm just going to kick back for a little while and let you guys rock. You man on mute?
No, bro. I just live it right now, bro. My vocabulary not that nice right now. Mick upset to Drex. Let Mick and Drex have their say, bro. Cause right now I just watching at this precursor to a summer that they're hyping up already, talking about the prioritizing to spend in the summer. And I just know it's a bunch of bollocks, bro. It gonna be sell to buy in the summer again. We might spend 100 and some million, you know. But here what going on? We go and sell out everything in the under 21s, King. That real nice. Everything going on a fire sale. I just point it on notice one time because I see in the vision. These brothers, bro, come this summer and they sell before and buy last minute. Or if men them forget the season was done on Monteen. Before we get Ugarte. 3 weeks done past before we get Mazarawi and Dillit. Men forget, you know. Joshua Zirkzee come in and had a month off because he just come from Netherlands. Euro come in, same thing. And injured. Boy, none of them players play the first game, boy. When last a United signing start the first game of our season, bro, with United?
Mark, another thing I've noticed they do, what I've noticed these guys does is they want to sell first before buying. Because when you look at the way Scott McTominay went, somebody came in. Ugarte, I think Ugarte to come in. They needed
Scott McTominay
Wan-Bissaka to go.
The last couple days of the window, before like the last 8 days of the window is when.
Sorry, who left between Wan-Bissaka and Scott McTominay first? Because I know one person left. Wan-Bissaka left. They signed one person. Then Scott left. Then they brought in Ugarte. So that's like the way I see it.
When Scott leave, they bring in the two. They bring in the two defenders, bro. And then they bring in Ugarte the day before deadline day, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Basically, they need to sell to buy. For Amorim to bring players in this January, I think they needed to sell Garnacho. And the fact that did not happen, maybe that also affected this this January. Mick, big up to you. I see you are fuming.
I'm even too fuming to do my own streams, so I just kind of go in here and say my piece.
Bless Mick, bro.
Bless you all, Man United fans all around.
Big up, Mr. Ruby in the building.
Big up to all of you. 1 year of Ineos, the proof is in the pudding. I told you so. What are we becoming? A fucking Brighton FC feeder club? Is that what we're going to be? Selling off the kids? I said it, I called it out, that these fucking Ratcliffes or Broadcliffes are just a janitor contractor, right? They're basically fixing up everything that the Glazers messed up doing. But, however, they put them as their front puppeteers in front, like a shop front window, so the Glazers not getting the blame. Now, when the takeover took place, right, Ratcliffe bought, what was it, 1.7 million or something, 1.7 billion?
Yeah,
what he could have done, what he could have done is that at least half of that money, put it back into the fucking club so we don't have this mess of debt. No. Where did that money go? It went
straight to the pockets.
Straight into the pockets. Now what's going on right now? The ticketing price is going up. Glazers are not allowed to take any dividends out. Glazers are not profiting anymore, right? So where have we left in this transfer window? This window was never about getting players in. It was all about reducing the wage bill, forcing players out at the door. I mean, we left Ruben Amorim hanging dry with no replacements, 2 attackers out, Rashford, Antony, with nobody coming in. And we can't even go to, out of that money that's going out for Aston Villa, they're paying 75% wages. You can't even fucking go to Amorim to say, no, I'm sorry, that we don't want to pay 5 million in loan fee. It's a fucking joke. So basically, what
million?
Listen, so at the end of the day, there's no value in the market. We heard this before. Who's running the show? No value in the market. We're thinking, okay, this season is a write-off. Let's just play with what we got. All of a sudden, we see all the loanies being recalled. They're not going to send out Harry Amos on loan. Biancheri is not going on loan. What is that telling you all of a sudden? We're going to play the kids. No, big up. Yeah, let's play the kids. They can't do any worse than what we already got. But to gaslight the fans like what you did is criminal. And it's exposing you. To say that we're not going to challenge until 2028, Oman Barada said that, he actually meant it. If you look at the recruitment strategies, we're buying kids. We're not buying ready-made players. We're
not even buying kids for this season. We're buying kids for next season.
For 3 seasons ahead. So what is that telling you? He wasn't fucking stupid when he said that, Oman Barada. We're looking to challenge 2028. And the stadium, gaslight again. It's going to take 8 years to build. So You tell me these people were contractors. They were hired as janitors to clean out the fucking mess that the Glazers created. And we have to suffer, right? Ruben was right when he said we have to suffer. He knew. He got fooled. He must have been. When he said, like, yeah, I wanna come in the summer. Well, guess what? You missed the new manager bounce. At least if you can come in the summer, had new fresh signings, and you can go fresh from there. But you're not gonna have that effect. Set him up. 9 months, 9 games into, change the style of play. Figure out, who is fit to play my style. Nobody. Fuck me. And they're now trying to announce that Patrick Dorgu was not even a first choice signing. He was a third choice signing. And it was a cheap option. And then we go and get this Aiden Haven, a kid that they tried to sell. He's going to be a first team player. Mate, he's not good enough. I grew up, at least Mark knows that. We used to have the best attacking line. Always. Yorkie, Coley, Solskjaer, Tevez. There was like abundance of attacking force. Even if we go back to Rashford, Greenwood, fucking Pogba was part of it. Fucking, Martial. We used to always have the best attacking line. You look at this, you're telling me that we are thin now with Garnacho, Højlund, Xerxes, and who else? Ahmad. And we're trying to pinpoint that Ahmad is the hero, man. They're kids. Usually you have a striker, a senior striker, where you train, you have like the striking force practicing penalties and, attacking patterns. Usually you have one senior striker that you can mentor from. Højlund is looking up and thinking, I'm the most senior striker and I'm 21 years of age. I mean, come on. Am I talking out of my head, or is it just a wake-up call, Mark? I don't see us. I mean, I said it for a very long time, and people call me crazy. I did a video, Rest in Peace, Man United, when I call out the finances. People say, no, we're not going to get relegated. Yeah, we're on the brink on the finances to get relegation. We're fighting 2 leagues. We're fighting one league, it's called PSR League, right? Trying to win that league. Yeah. And the other thing is 13 in the league is not good enough, mate. You know what I mean? So instead of them being smart to say, okay, give Ruben Amorim a little bit of a place, at least so we can have a chance to win the fucking Europa League, right? So Spurs is going to get strengthened. Spurs didn't belong to us. I bet you. This is going to be a disaster. They're rewritten of the season. I told you guys this. So sorry for coming in here and being like, a little bit beaten, but I feel that this club has fucking broken me. I can't.
Brother, they tell me this fella was too old. Brother, I ain't see a Man United player do something like this in years, bro. Watch that. I don't even want to see it finish, bro. I don't even want to see it finish, bro. I don't even want to see it finish because I don't know.
Hello?
It hit in the back of the net, King.
Can you hear me?
I already know. Big up, Dress.
Yeah, Dress, I can hear you.
Okay. Big up, everybody. First of all, Mick, you're not talking out of your backside. You're actually saying how you feel, right? But yes, for me, it's more like I already agreed or accepted what's going on at United at the moment. I already accepted it. Like you stated, which was correct. They brought in these guys to mop up or clean up the mess that they've made, right? But let's look at it real deeply, right? United don't have. Somebody went and decided to spend £72 million on a 20-year-old striker and say, okay, was looking at the future. Wrong deal, done. They've been doing stupidness since prior to the Ineos takeover and all of that. They've been doing, and if they had left them, they would have continued in that trajectory, and it would have been worse than what we're seeing right now. It would have. Let's not kid ourselves with a few cups here or there. It would have. Our fans' right to want some sort of excitement and something to cling on to. Yes, they are. They are in every way, shape, or form right to want that. But in the long run, we'll end up just still crying this whole thing that we are crying right now. Ineos have come in to actually try to mop up, clean up, find out where the errors are, and see how they can rectify, and put us back on maybe some sort of equilibrium. Because everybody was screaming the other time, why give Rashford this price? Why give Bruno this price? Why give this guy this price, right? Now, we're seeing that they're trying to stabilize and try to cut down the wages. Casemiro was supposed to go out, the likes of Eriksen, Lindelof, and all of them will go out, right? So, for me, I'm looking at the long picture, the big picture here, the long term right here. I know people want the W's and the confidence. I do as well. But I'm looking at the club and saying, this club has been broken. This club has been dealt a wrong hand for a very long time, right? Somebody's coming in trying to reshape, trying to get things right. It's going to hurt, bro. It's gonna affect something. There's gonna be an impact on something, which is the football inside right now, because that's what they've not paid attention on. They've not paid attention to the football inside for a number of years, bro. So eventually it is going to crumble. And that's what we are seeing right in front of our faces, bro. It is crumbling at the moment. Will it get any better? Yes, it will get better. It will get better. Maybe not this season. Like for me, they wrote up the season the minute they decided to sack Erik ten Hag when they sacked him. Not. They should have sacked him before the season, but the minute.
Can I add something to more? When they wrote out the season to sack a sporting director and not recruit a new one, that tells you that the indication that we were never going to do any business here in January.
Yeah, because how do you leave that seat vacant? You say you sack your director of football. Most of us were saying, okay, maybe Vivell will take up that position, but up until now, it's not in any official capacity for whoever it is, whether it be Wickers, be it Vivell, right? But that goes, like you said, which is correct. That goes to show that these guys, they see this season, which it's like every season now they write it off once there's a dip in maybe finances, in form, they just write it off, right? Which is, I don't know why they do that, but for me, they did that. Now, looking at the bigger picture, United need a striker. United need centre backs. Right, I was even going to do a show on mine just to address some things. United needs centre backs and all of that, but they don't have the money. I know somebody was saying 5 million. Banks was stressing 5 million, bro. You might be stressing 5 million, but what if they really don't have that 5 million? What if they don't want to? It's not about not having the 5 million. It's about investing the 5 million into something that might not be concrete at the end of the day. Put the 5 million on a 19 or a 20-year-old kid that by the time he shines at United, Bayern is saying, okay, you know what, bring X amount of money. And United know they don't have that X amount of money because Tottenham went there with the 60 million valuation at first, right? Which they did accept. So it's all is it muddy water, they call it, or murky water, they call it, whatever it is, right? It's you have to tread cautiously when you're spending such money and knowing fully well United don't have the money at the moment. So for me, it's a case of we should see the bigger picture here. I keep saying it. 10, 12 years of mismanagement is not going to be corrected in one stride. It can never be.
But they're mismanaging as well.
How are they mismanaging? Okay, how are they mismanaging?
I can quickly explain to you how they're mismanaging.
Okay.
Right? So, Ineos come in. They then said that they wanted football people, so they got the best in class people. So they say. They then had half the people on gardening leave, then sacked them, then had to pay them off after sacking them. Bearing in mind, they also had to pay the fee to take them out of the clubs that they were in. Mm-hmm. And they spent half the time on gardening leave or whatever. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. At beginning of the season, so they sign all these guys to help Erik ten Hag. So this will be the first time Erik ten Hag was actually under some form of structure. Then they sign players to suit Erik ten Hag's game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they bring in various coaches, set piece coach, goalkeeper coach. That's why you saw that Onana had improved in the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They gave Erik ten Hag 9 games for this to work. They then sacked him. They then sacked all of his coaching staff, including the goalkeeper coach and everybody else. They retained the set piece coach. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Now
and they put the blame on the sporting director and sacked him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically. So they made him a scapegoat, sacked him. Yeah, they had to, bearing in mind, they had to pay all these people off. Then they had to get Almarin and pay his release clause, pay for
Okay.
all his staff. So he came with a new goalkeeping coach and everything else. Maybe
Okay.
that's the reason why Onana's form has gone to shit.
Okay.
But it could also be a reason. But cool. So they've done this now, knowing that the players that they bought in the summer, because as I heard it before, they said that Ineos are gonna have a game model. Yeah. So this is despite the manager. They're gonna
Okay.
encourage Ten Hag to have a game model. Ten Hag was sacked, yes, by results, but also because he wasn't able to implement the game model that they wanted. Ruben Amorim is now supposed to represent this game model, but I can already see that the players that they bought in the summer do not fit into his game model. And I can explain this to you right now. Yeah. I'm not being funny, but does Joshua Zirkzee fit into his game model? And if Ruben Amorim was there in the summer, would Zirkzee have been bought for his game model? Probably not. If we can,
Who bought Zexi?
but it's the club that bought Xerxes. So I'm
Okay.
saying, I'm saying this is a part of them wasting money. So now, if we go into the signing of Mazraoui, does Mazraoui get bought to be a wing back? Does he get bought to be a central centre back? No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that he's a bad player or anything, but I'm saying that he wouldn't fit into what we would be spending if he said that he needed a wing back
Okay.
because
So,
he's not attacking.
Drex, a
Okay.
question back to you since we have a sensible conversation.
Yeah.
For me, they should never have sacked Ten Hag in this instance. Would have we been sitting 13th, 14th in the league the
No.
way it was continuing? No, we wouldn't.
No.
No, we wouldn't. No.
I agree with that one. I agree with you on that one.
So basically, they fucked up, in honesty. Like to sack a manager 9 games into the season, change the entire game plan, play 3 in the back, and try to figure out half of a season, does this place fit in or not? They could have just taken that opportunity, see out Erik Ten Hag's contract to the summer, then appoint Amorim, and then go on the transfer market. I bet you we would not be sitting where we are sitting right now.
Oh yes, but Mark, I'm sorry, Mick. Have you wondered if maybe the real reason why Ashworth was sacked? Let's not just run with speculations, right? They said there was from what I read, right? He wasn't really down with the whole Amorim team, right? Could that play the role for them giving on or lingering on, allowing Ten Hag to continue in the capacity he did until they fired him? Because
I think he got sacked. I think he got sacked because he didn't play ball with the others. It's a how do I say? It's not about having more power than the other. It's about getting in line, and that's the ethos.
Being everybody.
Yeah.
The thing is, sacking somebody that is not in the same mind space or its mindset as you, as the crew you're setting up, isn't really necessarily a bad thing, right?
But I hear
the part when Bailey was talking about they spent money on doing that. They spent money.
I think that Ashford spoke out to say he was against to appoint a new manager 9 games into the season. He saw the risks, and he didn't fall in line with what they were thinking. He spoke up, and that's why they sacked him, in my opinion, right? And they tried to pin it on him. They tried to pin it on him that he wanted to have Southgate and all that bullshit stuff. But I think he as a sensitive sporting director, you look at the overall structure, you would say, well, this is the risk. I don't agree with this, Might as well, what I said, just keep the manager till the end of the season, and then you go and change manager, not just 9 games in. Nobody's ever done that before. It's not that we were sitting in a dire position that, we were not sitting 14th in the league or whatever.
We was 14th, but 4 points off top 4, not 16.
Yeah. And they spent 187 million on the previous manager. So you don't spend 187 million on a previous manager, bring in a goalkeeping coach, bring in a set piece coach, bring in all these people.
How much this costs. And plus, you keep forgetting also they sacked 250 people, which they also have to pay out probably 3 months' wages. Yeah.
But
So
what I'm trying to say is those
what
are
I'm trying to
parts
say
of
on
the process. Okay, continue. Finish
50,
up.
50 million pounds approximately, if you add things up, was wasted. Instead of 50 million pounds could be utilized to strengthen. Now, this is where they fucked up, and they're trying to ping it on us fans by increasing ticketing prices and doing all sorts of things. 1 year under Indians in review, shambolic. We will being gaslighted, Ray. We're being gaslighted. I hear. You know, Mark was on like it's a rebuild, trust. Yeah, it is a rebuild. But now, guess what? What we have to do in the summer again, Mark?
Rebuild again. I was,
Again.
bro,
No, but
I was telling man,
the truth
let
is
me hold the heat for this one rebuild that was going a little bit, was going through the motions. It wasn't this bad. No, I want Amarim to succeed. Don't get me wrong. Ten Hag done gone. Can't bring him back. He's not coming back. That's the end.
Yeah, but what Drexel was saying does not make sense. You back the fucking manager in the summer. You buy players according to him, and then you sack him, and then you bring in a manager that doesn't want to use this players because they can't play the system. Where is the logic? Where is the best in class? Where's the best in class people there to advise?
Just because we're not getting the result we are seeing doesn't mean that those guys are not working, or doesn't mean that those guys are not best in class. Just because the result that fans want, which we all want, I'm not going to use fans now, which I want in terms of the performance on the pitch, right? I don't really care about the finances. Give me the performance on the pitch. Just because we're not getting the result on the pitch doesn't mean that the work that they are doing behind the scene is garbage or is worthless. No, it's not.
But Drex,
it is
listen,
garbage. It's like
where's
blind,
the garbage?
bro.
The garbage is the fact that they're not doing proper. They're not making best in class decisions, bro. Let me just put it like that to you straight. These decisions is rookie mistakes. Brother, listen, hear me. I'm not a transfer expert. Hear me. I'm not running no big business at that level. But I guarantee telling you from the logistics I doing for a large-scale company, to be fair. Hear me. They're not operating efficient, King. They're not even using creativity. Because if you look around the transfer window, I'm pretty sure we could have spent 60 million or 70 million and have 4 or 5 players in here. Whether it be 2-3 loans, 2-3 permanent signings, and all them players could have leave. But we'd have 5-6 players coming and not even spend 60 million.
Mark, you spend a lot of time with me streaming, and you know what I said about the transfer window. In all glory, what they try to do is not to overpay in the market, but that cost us 4 games into the season because they spent 4 weeks haggling about not overpaying. So that means when they got the players over the line, they came at the final deadline day, like final week. They need to get ready. They need to get prepared. So we are never ready for a pre-season, right? We are never. Sorry, that was a slow start.
But we don't want them to go over the odds for players. Don't we? Is that not what we?
No, but what I'm trying to say.
Over the odds, bro.
Listen, what I'm trying to say here, you need to plan. Look what City's doing, right? They're not going to win the league. They're not going to win the Champions League, but they're buying now, so the players can be integrated and ready for the summer, right? This is proper planning. You spend money now, and you make the players ready, right? You buy players in the summer. They need to be integrated. You play 3-4 games, and nowhere to be seen. They're still on the bench, right? There's different planning, man. So yeah, I mean,
it might take 6 months before those new players start working efficiently, and that's the problem.
For me, this recruitment policy reeks of Brighton, or reeks of they're looking. Oh wow, they're getting gems, cheap gems, right? But listen, that is a risk, right? That is a feeding club. You know, you're looking at academy players. You can't wait to sell half of them because you discover that in PSR, that's pure profit. Right, we become like a Norwegian salmon feeding. You know, we're actually planting the sperms of the salmon, and they swim in this construction pool until become ready. Then they sell it on the market for expensive price. That's what it becomes, right?
A farmer that goes to the farm, plants his seed, right? Does not expect. It knows it's not going to expect his produce in any time. The wind will come, the sun will come. He just needs to keep nurturing. These guys, I'm not giving them 100% pass, but they have to clean the mess. And what's wrong with the Brighton model of approaching players? What's wrong with it? What's
Brother,
wrong?
There's
listen,
nothing wrong.
we're not talking about that. That's not what we say.
No. Okay, but the thing is, the club has been in a mess. Do we continue in that mess just because we want
Bro,
a few
listen,
W's
the
here
club
and there?
here
No.
to
but-
win football games. Let's start here.
Yes.
Hold on. We're not telling them. I'm not saying spend 60 million on one player. Hear what I'm saying. Hear me carefully. Right? I said 60 million could have buy us about 3 or 4 players and get we 2 or 3 loans on top of it. If you did move, if they move creative, right? Like they could have get Turkey, 20 million euros, that's 11 million pounds. That's one man in the bag. I just show you Santiago Jimenez. Let me show you how much they paid 21 million pounds for him. Look at here. I'll go and bring it up. I don't understand that. We ain't even hit 35 million, bro. We ain't even hit 35 million yet. You don't have a striker with experience who's scoring goals. You have a number 10 who could come in and develop and be ready for next season. We'd get Tell on loan, 5 million. We'd get somebody else on loan, maybe another 5 million. Bring in a defender. Or look, Gutierrez was 20 million euros or 25 million euros. Money done. How much players? 5 come in the door in positions we need. The creativity is what I was trying to talk about, bro. I'm not saying that they're not doing things to fix the club, you know. But the manner in which they're doing these things don't strike me in a creative best in class. It looks boring.
Okay,
It's boring.
It looks
brother,
lackluster, King.
I mean,
we
I
are
get
Man
you.
United,
You
broski.
asked me a good question. What's wrong with the Brighton model? Have you seen Brighton Challenge?
No, see, you could have the thing is, I have not seen Brighton Challenge. This is where I'm going. You could have the Brighton model, right, mixed up with what you already have. That will give you something. But I don't think we are going solely or just dropping everything that we've been as United and going to take up something that we've not been. I think it's a case of they've just been hybrid, trying to pick up things. We as fans have said it. Let's not kid ourselves. We said, oh, why don't we just get these gems? Sometimes get these gems that are actually upcoming and see how we could make them. People have said it, right? It's not the first time.
Let me say this one more time. You see this comment that come up here about talking about
let me just finish. Mark, let me just
gems. United can't afford to be out of Europe, eh?
Mark, I get you. I understand when you said they are not moving like the best in class. I understand it, right? But what I'm saying is, at the long run, I know we want to win games. This season was off already, right? We should have. I'm not saying we could have. We should have kept Ten Hag and let the storm just go and see where we finish at the end of the season. Let Ten Hag do his 1 year and go, right? Then start the new season. But it is what it is at the moment, right? It is what it is. What I'm saying is, for me, in my opinion, right, this thing will not linger on. It will be right. Now, I know Marcus Rashford is off. Antony is off. Those wage bill are off as well, right? We should have brought, I'm not saying we should have brought somebody in to actually boost the attack. But it's not it has not happened. It will now happen this January. So we look forward to what they have to offer in the summer. But in the meantime, let them clean up. If they can clean up as much as they can, preparing us for the summer, right? So be it. Because we're not getting a striker tomorrow, and by the end of the day, we're gonna be in top 4. We're not gonna be in top 4 with what we have.
Hear me out. If we get knocked out, 1 second, Mix. If we get knocked out the FA Cup and knocked out the European Cup, right? Where you think money coming from when we have no money?
Sponsorships dried out.
We have no sponsors. Adidas will drop we instantaneously and we'll owe Adidas money at debt or something like 60 million. We had to pay Adidas for falling out of the competition.
Okay, you're asking me where we will get money. So where are we getting money to buy the striker that we want to buy now? That we're supposed to buy now?
Brother,
there is no money.
They have money. Right? Let me tell you something. Them just don't want to spend it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do this on a minimalistic budget, brother. He trying to build Man United on a Brighton budget. right?
Listen, they what they did now in January is clear and obvious. They're preparing for the summer. Rashford will never come back. They're going to offload him and sell him for 40, 45, 50. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. But one thing is now clear to me, what nobody's talking about. The fact that we didn't go on the market right now. We just got one signing. Actually, can we call it 2 signing with Haven?
The thing is, I struggle,
Yeah,
even
it's
though
kinda
they said he's going to
coincidence.
come into the...
Bro, it's one signing.
Can I just finish what I have to say?
They said he's going to come into the first team.
Yeah, but I mentioned something before because they recalled every single loan that's going out, right? Harry Amos is not going alone. Biancheri is not going out alone. That gives me an indication is that they're going to introduce the kids for the remaining of the season, which is
Amos
positive.
out on loan since last week.
Yeah, this is positive. Biancheri is not
he
going.
No, he's not. Cherry here. Amos and
I read it today. I read it today. Not going.
I read it today. Amos is either he's back or he's not going anymore.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And Biancheri as well, right?
Yeah,
So
Ben Cherry was supposed to go to Como.
He ain't going anywhere. So Malacia is going apparently to PSV right now. But that gives me some form of indication is that they know that the season's the right out. So this is a perfect opportunity to sort of introduce the academy players into the first team, which is good because then we can see what they're all about. Because Premier League is done, Premier League is done. But what you could at least have done is to reinforce the striker, because I don't think that Chido Ben Martin is ready as to climb up as of yet, although he's killing it in the under 21s and under 18s. But anyway, it's a mess.
Bro, for me, I think the bottom line, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not here to tell anybody to calm down, but it is. I'm just saying, let's just wait it out. A lot of us already knew the season was done. A lot of us knew the season was done. Mark, you said it, bro. Like
I tell man, the season done since in the Premier League, but I had hope at the Europa League and the FA Cup. That hope done. That hope gone. And let me tell you something, bro. You see all this hype about the summer. No Europa, no FA Cup, no Adidas sponsorship. Who going to be the kid sponsor next season, King? But man, them listen, brother. When this shit hit the fan, don't say I didn't tell man them, bro. Because how I telling you, I seen the road here, bro. We going to go into a madness in this summer, bro. A madness, bro. Right, bro? Tell yourself, bro. We gonna end up with some kind of weird sponsor, bro. It ain't no more Adidas. All them Adidas kid done in the summer, bro. Cause brother, listen, if we get knocked out at any one of these cups, Europe is done. And Adidas is coming for the money, King. Who we got? No 80 or 60 million to boost the kitty in profit. So we minus that, minus the money from Adidas, minus the tax that they go and tax we for falling out of Europe to represent them. Losses on Antony, losses on this player, this next player. You go sell Xerxes, you go sell Toyland, more losses and more.
But the fact that it was even entertaining,
King.
The fact that it was even entertaining to sell a future, they were entertaining selling Kobe Maino, they were entertaining selling Garnacho, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? You know what I mean? We're always being about a club bringing in the youth from the academy, and Kobe Maino looks ready, Garnacho looks ready. Why would you sell them all of a sudden and keep the dross, right? So I'm glad they didn't sell Garnacho. I'm glad they didn't sell Kobe Maino.
I don't think they wanted to sell them. I just think they wanted to just find out
they were ready to listen.
What the market was talking about in terms of
they wanted to sell, man.
They wanted to sell.
I don't believe
Killer. They wanted to sell my man's. Let me tell you something. That money they only
why
touch
is Drake
60.
sounding like he wants to climb into Jim Radcliffe's bed? Like, what's up with this?
No. See. Come on, guys. So
Drake's moving real.
No.
Understanding tonight to Ratcliffe, boy. I don't understand it.
The fact is, I'm looking at everything, and even if
Trudeau call you.
Even if it was the Qataris that were in position and they were trying to move this way, it's the same thing. Because I have to
They
looking
was
at them
never
like,
doing that. Don't even come with
no,
that
I'm saying,
king. Qataris was
Mark,
never.
listen, Mark, listen.
They
I
would
said,
have never.
even
Never.
if, meaning,
Never.
if there was a condition for them to do this, I would still say the same thing.
The
I'm still
Qataris
saying,
would have never.
bro, can you? Oh my God. Billy just said, why is Rex moving like he wants to go into? I'm just trying to explain why I am saying this. It's because the club has been in a mess for the longest of time. I'm seeing somebody trying to clean it up. Maybe the approach is not what we want. Maybe the approach is not what we appreciate. But they are trying to clean up the mess and get things in order. Maybe it's not the best. Like you said, Mark, maybe the Qataris wouldn't have taken this route. But guess what? They would have cleaned up the mess in one way, shape, or form. This is Ineos' way. Is it the best? No. Because as long as that debt is hanging over this football club, nothing tangible would be achieved.
I just want to highlight.
It was a miracle we had the
Cash,
FA Cup and
7.8 bill. That was done. That would have been done and dead since the signing for the club. That would have been dead.
Mark, when these guys took over, right? One of the things I said is, okay, at least they're gonna get people to run this football club. I thought I was gonna go sleep with my eyes closed, but right now I'm not even sleeping, right? But I'm still saying I am not going to just bash them like this. I'm still giving them because they're cleaning up. Now I'm still. Let me see what they want to do. You still have about. When that man said 2028, that's when United will start challenging. What do you think he was talking about? You think he was just saying, "Oh, we'll start"? No, bro.
But
No.
what can Drex? What can they do? They have limited power and limited funds and limited what they can do. The only one that
Mick, thank you for actually pointing this out. The Glazers are still in control, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you can't just pump your own money in on being a 28% shareholder. It's not going to work. You know, the only way the Glazers can save the club is to return some money back into the debt. Yeah, repay, but they will never do that. Sir Jim Ratcliffe cannot do that.
No.
We were talking about, debt to equity that Sir Jim Ratcliffe can invest in the stadium, but he ain't got money to invest. The stadium is fishing around for sponsorships, right? And everyone is in cahoots with the ex-players, Gary Neville, Hotel Football. There's land banks all over the place, which everyone is going to be profiting from. And that's what the Glazers is still hanging out. You know, you're going to build a stadium that holds 100,000 capacity on $66 per season ticket, even more, right? But that is not going to be ready until like 7-8 years, according to the latest reports. There was even some
work.
Yeah, and there's even reports coming out today from Central Devils that potentially Glazers are looking at to sell the club in 2025, go out for another bid and tender, because hey, they're not making any fucking money right now. They're not getting any dividends, So
when I saw that report, I was happy, and I'll tell you why I was happy. Because at the moment they were looking like, okay, this guy, if the Ineos take over and help them out, they will get some sort of profit. But I'm happy they are not seeing anything to take home. So that
but there was a quick cash flowing for basically that was the only reason why they gave it to Sir Jim Ratcliffe and said, okay, we outsource you the operation because we don't have a fucking clue how to run a football club, right? So that's how they outsourced it and gave them the rights, and they received 1.7 billion in the pocket, right? That money, Glazer, shame on you. You should have at least put 500 back into the club.
Now you're talking. It feels like we're just absorbing the Glazers of the issue.
Hold on.
But
this is why I say what I say here earlier, bro. I understand you were saying about the Glazers, but here's my problem, right? Here's a gigantic problem with our situation from beginning to end, right? My biggest problem is you had no money, right? You didn't have the money to meet the asking price and cash to buy this club and pay even part of the debt, right? So you stop the man. You stop the people who come in to do the right thing, do the Lord's work. You stop the people doing the Lord's work. The whole fan base wanted one thing: Glazers out.
Yeah.
And Sheikh Yassim say, hey, hold it. I come in. A billionaire new stadium. I can't done the debt one time too. Everything done. Everything done.
Mark,
And you telling me, you really go and tell me that this man coming here to do a good thing and
yeah,
bro,
and this man Ratcliffe
Mark,
sold the
Mark,
dream,
sorry,
that he's a
so,
boyhood
I never
Man
said
United.
this man is going to come
Wait a
to
minute.
big thing.
Yeah.
They wanted
That's
to
not-
take over. I know they wanted to take over the football club, right? But this guy became creative and went into bed with the enemy, right? Those guys, the least I expected from them was to get creative as well. But they stood firm and kept saying, "Oh, they were going to put money into the depth and build new stadium." Bro, I don't know. Get creative and get this guy out. But they didn't do it.
that was creative. That is the
Bro,
point where
we
the
are-
fans
we are where
had
we
to
are
stand
now.
up and say, hey, we as the consumers, king.
But we didn't
Nobody
do it,
is
bro.
consuming
Mark,
United.
when
but
I was
we.
saying this, nobody was. But we didn't do it. The match going fans, they said, "Oh no, they can't do it. If you don't go to watch the football for one day, the world will end, bro." Then nobody was willing to do anything. Everybody was just okay. Talk. It was all talk.
Hey,
It was-
in the first place, he said he's a boyhood Man United fan. I don't
Right.
see any evidence of that. And if you are a boyhood Man United fan, you should care about the fucking club, right? You should understand what the debt means, right? You should understand to operate this club, you need to get rid of the debt. What did you do? You gave the money to the Glazers that did not go into the club. That's what I'm trying to say. And now you're trying to gaslight the fan to say put Manchester back into the being the best in class, best this bullshit. It's all been bullshit. It's been a lie. 1 year and they're fucked up already. Yeah?
Multiple times.
Multiple times. I'm saying, look at Nice. What kind of confidence do you have that these people are going to turn it around? Right? We are worse than we were last year and the year
Nick,
before. The
honest
finances
question.
hasn't improved at all.
A honest question to you, Mick, and maybe men in the chat, Bailey and the rest. Which do you prefer? Which would you have preferred? The Glazers stay
Full
the way it
fucking
is.
sale.
No. I'm not talking about the sale. We all preferred the sale. We all
Without
did.
Qatar, without Ineos, better
Yeah.
than without Ineos, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you something, right? These brothers would have draw a line of credit before they do what the way these brothers do. And you know what? Guess what? We might have been in a better situation because they might have whole firm. Because if it was them, this brother would have had the whole season. You know, he went to FA Cup.
No,
he
if it
was-
was no. If it was them, they would have sacked. They would
He
have
would not have
sacked Ten
sacked
Hag.
him, bro.
They would have sacked Ten Hag before
But
the
they
FA
never
Cup.
sacked Ten Hag, bro. The man, let me tell you something.
Before the
the
FA
man
Cup,
come
they
on
would
a
have sacked him.
microphone 2 weeks
No,
before.
let's be real.
I go
Let's
and
be
bring
real.
the FA Cup
Come on,
home.
everyone, let's
Bring
be
it home.
real. He went first in with 51%. Then he lowered down. And his pitch was, let me run the club. I give you this much money. You have 18 months to fix this. He's got 18 months to fix it. He's in a rush. He's already fucked up the first season, right? After 18 years, he doesn't have the refusal rights anymore, right?
18 months.
So the Glazers took that about, fine, somebody's going to fix our mess, and we're going to sit in the background laughing. And then within 18 months, we might be profitable and cash in, right? This is what went down, in my opinion. On the other hand, we saw Qatar coming in verbally, everything was higher, and there was all a smoking gun and, smear campaign. But Qatar wanted to buy the whole. They wanted to clear the debt. And this was the golden opportunity for Man United fans. I believe if Qatar had won it, paid off the debt, we would not be in this
Bro,
situation.
stadium under construction already.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't
Now, with
disagree
this-
with you guys. I don't disagree.
No,
at
no,
all
with
at
this
all.
guy, he's sitting there. He doesn't have money. His assets is all in liquidated in crypto, in assets, and all that. He doesn't have that much money. Yeah. So how are you going to build a stadium, Sir Jim Ratcliffe? Well, sponsorship, governments, yada yada yada. Man, it's going to take 8 years. We're fucked. Yeah. But
Bro, I don't mind
the thing
waiting
is,
for one thing, I was willing to wait for 6 years, King. I telling man them, I was waiting for Ten Hag to get 2 seasons, give me reason to give him 2 more, and
I'm
wait.
fucking fuming, man.
I wasn't stressed But I was seeing, at least, bro, each year I was watching my team lift some silverware. Like
Yeah, but you're telling me, are they trying to lower us a standard now to say we waited 11 years to win a Premier League, so now you're gonna wait 5 more years? Are you fucking for
to
real?
win, bro? Listen, bro. Anyway, I just hope, for God's sakes, we win the FA Cup or the Europa League. I'm telling man them now, brother. Well, they don't want to see what this could turn into, you know. Man them, well, they don't know, you know.
Mark,
This,
if Adidas goes, there's gonna be somebody else coming. Don't worry.
Yeah,
brother,
sometimes
and what I hearing is into somebody else. You
Bro,
don't want to see the SG coming.
I hate to say it, but sometimes you need to burn it to the ground to build it up again.
Burn it to the ground.
And build it
I
up.
don't know if men can handle that now, boy. That kind of partake is
Mark, that's the
different.
bottom line. We don't know if men can handle it, but we're just saying right now, right? If you want to build something strong, the foundation has to be strong. So if you burn it down to the ground and start laying the brick, doing the thing bricks by brick.
You see that kind of burn down Mick talking about? Mick talking about our burn down. And when the burn down Mick talking about is no sponsorship next season, no Europe,
that will force
possible anarchy situation, because you know, as soon as no Europe come and sponsors dive out, you know the debt collectors coming for United, right? You know, debt collectors go and come for the Glazer, $500 million or 700 and something
that will
million.
Force the rest to sell up 100%.
But
so
it will get sticky.
Yeah, it will be. All I want is a fucking club back to where it used to be.
Man, them strapping. The roller coaster is off. And it's getting to the final point. Big up, Mick. We all about to be off. Yep. Bailey, final words.
Yes,
we go let the Real Madrid fan close the stream tonight. Mick?
Why is the Real Madrid fan closing the stream that is got to do with United?
No, because we mud brothers tonight. He riding with the team. Then my brother. Listen, if there's one team,
it's gonna tell you.
And there's full hand on shoulder with one kit is that Madrid kit, bro. I might never wear it, but I will put hand on shoulder with our Madrid kit. I don't do it for nobody else.
Yeah,
might be AC Milan, but might be. Really? Just Madrid, bro. Drex. You have no camera on, bro. You can't close the stream. That's why I want to let them do it. I just seeing my positivity take an all-time turn tonight. With the news, with this latest news here, I dizzy right now. All I see is dismal. I ain't want to talk too much because you see when I get in this mode, things are to say, this happen. I tell man, bro, listen to me. If anybody feel I just be chatting shit, go. Right, I have a brethren, he's an Arsenal fan. Right, he on Facebook, named Richard. Go and ask Richard what I tell him. Not this summer, the summer before. Right? I tell him the moment we sell Mason Greenwood, everybody go and be happy, but the club go and suffer. We gonna go through darkest times. Darkest. Right? Tell him we're not getting Qatar neither, even darker times. Men ain't ready for it. But you will see. We had a good chance right now, bro. We dry. We real dry right now, you know, fellas.
Mark, I know you would do anything to have Mason Greenwood back at United. But like I said to you just have to
statement. Anything is too open.
Yeah.
No.
But what I'm saying is this, man. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
but you just need to just accept the fact that Greenwood is never going to play for Man U again, Mark. It's not going to happen.
I'm not a billionaire. If I was a billionaire king, I'm telling all in now, if I was a billionaire, I had 15 billion, I would have paid 10 and buy United to get rid of the Glazers, bro. I'd have paid. I'd have given them 8.5 and then I'd have pay off the debt, right? No, small thing. So I'd have be broke for about another 5-10 years. But I see in 10 years, in 10 years.
What we're talking about?
What?
Why did Qatar not pay you 10 million?
But I don't know about Qatar. But I tell you
what I would do.
Because I's a United fan. I's a United fan in my heart. I telling you what I would do. I can't tell you what Qatar offer the best they could because they're all going on. They don't really have no affiliation. They didn't have to do it, and they was going to pay off the debt as well. 8.5 billion. I would have had the 1.5 more. I's a fan. Like Sir Jim Ratcliffe claimed he was. I's a fan. Right?
Justin is fun, isn't he?
No, but let me tell you something, B. Listen to me. You know what? In 10 years, I would have looked like a genius. Because when with United without debt, brother, with the money we just make every year, bro, in 10 years, I would have make back that money, bro. And then everybody will say, he was a genius. He just looks stupid, Ben. You understand? Because that 10 billion I'm spending, I'd give them 8 so that I run. That I take it and run. And when they run, I'd build a brand new stadium, 140,000 seats. I wasn't raising no prices, bro. I was building. I was putting twice the amount of fans in the stadium.
And those guys did not take 7 million. If they did not take 7 billion from Yaxin, they will not take 8 billion.
Bro, did I take 8.5?
They know how to sell this club. They know how to sell it.
Listen,
that's the bottom line.
I'm telling you,
they did not want to sell
8.5.
Like the Glazers.
Let me tell you something. The Glazers wanted the Glazers, the two big brothers who are the most, wanted to get 2 billion. The two people who are the most percentage, them wanted to get 2 billion a piece and the rest share the rest. So if that was the case, it has 6 of them. 2 would get 2 billion, the other 4 would get 1 billion each. Run. Bro, listen to me. They would have take it. And they take it. United would have turned into the biggest club in the world again in 10 years. We'd have be all the season we'd have be doing well. Ten Hag would have be mashing the place up, bro. Because you know what? And I bring this young. Right? I was going and get bad boy strikers, bro. I was going to get all the bad boy strikers, bro. And I was going to spend 200 million smart. Men like Chilkey and thing was in. I'd have bring in real players in this team. And then sell 1-2 every season and bring in after. I spend all my money in one. Deal with it. Bro, man would have thanked me. 5 years, you men would have be thanking me. I'd have go wrong as a legend. And I ain't even do nothing yet.
I just believe that like these guys, they don't want to sell the club, man. And let us see. The reporter says it's off. They want to get the game. Maybe let's see those sell this time around. Let's see if Yasin is still ready or is still hard. I think he can still come back as well for it.
Bro, this time he come in brutal. This time he gone come with Ronaldo and them boys.
Rather than the boys.
No, watch. He go put Ronaldo to run the club. That women want to see. They go fire the whole board and put Ronaldo to run the club. So Alex will be back as major advisor. Watch. Man,
it's a bit crazy, man. Ronaldo. He's still a footballer, man. I don't think you have to know that. He's still a footballer.
Thank you, Jack Reed, sir. Thank you. People don't see it, bro. We have a reported amount of close to 500 million fans worldwide. Timber, just imagine winning a Premier League 5 years from or 4 years. Let me just say I did buy the club. Ten Hag third season going on. Debt payoff. Boom. Stadium billing. 4 years from now, we win our Premier League. Just in kit sales alone, King, and I make about 6 billion in kit sales.
That'll be nice.
Bro, it's
That'll be nice, Mark.
And listen to me, it's £150 for one authentic kit. It's the most selling kit in Man United kits. The home authentic kit. Imagine 300 million fans buy one kit. Let me just say, for funds, at £100. Do the maths. We gain 20% of that. That is more than 30 billion, King. You know what I'm telling you? We gain 20% of that. That's almost 6 billion we gain just from kits. We ain't talking about all where we earn the 5 years. We are talking about that 1 year we win the league, King. And everybody buy a kit because everybody happy Man United is back. But you can't done sell Man United merchandise, bro. You can't done. the whole fan base will be involved because everybody go want to celebrate. The man who never buy a kit will buy a kit secretly. Do you laugh?
Oh,
You
yeah,
laughing, King?
that's true though. There's some people that not buy kits now because the Glazers are still there.
Yeah.
So that's true. Mark is making some point, but yeah, it's
Bro,
true.
this
That's why I was saying
let
this
me tell
guy
you
should have been
something.
creative and just get a hold
People
of this
tell
football
Steve
club.
Jobs he was crazy for 10 years. And 10 years they was telling him, boy, forget Apple, boy. Sell it off. Sell it off to Bill Gates and whoever and go away, relax. I know he say, you not seeing the vision, boy. My vision different. And you can't outsell Apple right now.
Maybe that's the vision these guys are also saying now.
These brothers they operating on the Brighton vision, bro. I telling you, I see it. They operating on Brighton vision.
Brothers, I have to go.
Seeing them don't know. Let me tell you something, bro. I watch them fellas deal with Nice. They don't know how to deal with a big brand. They don't know. Operators are good. No, forget the structure. We're not talking about the structure because I don't want to disrespect the structure really. They could only do what within their powers and parameters. So let me put the structure aside. They hire a good structure. You see, the head, they have no business dealing with this kind of thing. None. Because let me tell you something, bro. Even you, Bali, bro, give all you $1 billion to spend. This club on no that give all you 100 million to spend. You buy 4 or 5 players that come in and improve Man United, bro. 100 million. Them can't do that. Because you know what I'm looking for? Excitement. Them want to say, I did this. That's what a vanity project is, bro. That's how vanity is run. You understand? Vanity projects, bro, it's not about doing the best thing. It's about doing the grandest way. You understand? Bro, when you ever hear United preparing to supper in the summer, Glazers.
Glazers.
You understand? So let me ask you a question. What best in class about? You know you just weaken the squad. You didn't even bring in a low. You ain't even trying to let the fans know you want to go for that Europa League. So you are we to believe that this squad will weaker, go handle the Europa League and still catch somewhere above 10 places this season? No way, boy. Who believe in that? Who?
Guys, wasn't yours. TransferMarkt is closed. Nobody came in.
TransferMarkt is closed.
At this point, I think even bringing back Wakos, you guys are with Wakos.
Disrespect. You know the kind of disrespect United fans are to take for the next month, bro?
With Wakos.
I can't even say for the next
I can say that guy is
win.
better than he's better than this guy, Rasmus, man. Wakos offered a lot more than these 2 guys, man. Honestly. Man is balling out here, man. What's his name? Palmer.
Yeah, just rack up the FFP points, man. Something you gotta win with, bro. You gotta win somehow.
You know. Somehow, man.
Listen, me, I dare, bro. As sad as it is, we did. We got no choice. This is what we choose. No, so we did. It's just hurt my intelligence to know it are these kind of people running the club, boy. That they just don't see it, boy. Their vision is tunnel vision, King. It's in widescreen. I like to see things panoramic style. I want to see the horizon and shit. As far as the eye could see. I don't know what them. They ain't doing the right jobs, bro. They're doing things bare minimum, basic vibes, bro. Like anybody can get a business and cut spending and cut costs and cut workers and optimize this and optimize that and get rid of this and get rid of that. And anybody could do that, bro. Is it typical buy over a business and get on track 101? You understand, Timber? We see this every day. Anybody buy, but you is a billionaire, King. You in a different playground. You ain't using your advantage to your advantage. You're playing mad. Bro, like, man, them don't know, you know. Like, bro. This so basic. I just feel like everybody, like, bro, I and all get caught stupid because, yeah, what, they did hire good structure, so everybody see the good structure coming, but we realize the structure coming with our Brighton owner. Pocket tight. Tighter than he pants. Bro, the man pocket like they paying them on because you really have no pockets, bro. Man moving with pants with no pockets. Jackets with no pockets because they have no money, bro. They're nothing. When they rob them, man, you gotta take the clothes off them because that's the only thing they have. I'm telling you, you laughing, bro.
Ah, man. What do you want to do, man? Your club is not really moving the way they should be moving, man.
Bro, we moving worse than Spurs, bro. Bro, I don't care about what them making, bro. Them is a petrochemical company, and man, them then want the source of the oil. They want the side money. They want the whole well of money, bro. How smart United fans moving that moment, bro? Like mad at them, bro. Like, how you come and say this guy is blood money, but this guy is the same industry, boy. Blood money all wrong.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Anyway, before I go ballistic on this shit, I fed up with United right now in this moment, bro. I fed up. I not even vexed with Amorim, boy. The man come, he have a different way he want to play. All the players set for one way. Some of them might be able to convert, but they go and take time. You put the man under pressure, boy, for no reason, boy. Like it doesn't. People doesn't care about people no more, boy. They don't care about people no more.
I feel for the dude, man. I honestly feel for Amorim, man. I feel for him, man. Honestly,
bro, they could never clear the debt.
Because
not doing no that, boy.
Amorim, like with the way Man City are going right now, assuming Amorim did not leave Sporting, there's a possibility Pep will leave and Amorim will come take the job at Man City currently. If he had
John was he done talking to City and telling them, hey, I go take that job, you know. I walk in at the end of the season. And you know what? We go end up with fucking Southgate or fucking Thomas Frank or some fucking shit. And we go and be a mid-table club for the rest of the fucking 2020s.
Bro. Oh, so you believe Amorim can still leave City?
Bro. But you getting tired, yes? Man, just lucky, you know. Man, just lucky. Some of these men that really respect and appreciate Man United. Men like Ten Hag and men like Amorim, bro. Because them brothers, you could see it in their eyes, boy. Them men know Man United with no waiters. Right? And when them men giving their heart and soul to this club, bro, and men just ringing it, I have a time it go have nobody go come to get heart and soul, boy. They go come for money and to make a name. And you know what I will do? We'll ruin we name. Right? And that is all it going right now, King. Men, them not serious, boy. When we had a chance to really make it count, we sit on quiet and watch it happen, boy. Like a movie. You ever see a shit movie in cinema? Go and watch X-Men with Wolverine. That Deadpool movie. Fucking shit.
It's rubbish. Deadpool is nonsense, man.
This is where we're watching right now. Deadpool Man United 3. Fucking shit.
Deadpool is crazy. I don't know, man. It's just one boring movie, man.
This is what we're watching right now. Fucking shit. It's just like the Deadpool movie. The story drab, one set of hype and sound effects, and no fucking bang. Fair buck. It's just like you sit down in the cinema like, brother, better Ryan to do this as stand-up comedy because I get the laughs I was looking for. Other than that, real shit.
Man. It's all right. You guys are gonna come good, man.
You go come good, you know. We need to survive this near catastrophe that coming here, bro. Because here I telling you, God above, no, we need it. Whoever can handle it. Here is he seeing fellas on the United team. I don't know if all of us watch this channel, bro, but listen. This is me begging all the fellas on the squad, boy. From all captain to cook, boy. Everyone only in the squad that remain, boy. We need it, boy. We need Europe. Here, man, guys. It can't do it without Europe, boy. Man, them want to have one game a season. Forget them, man, them, bro. Trust me. You know, it just start running a kit with no Adidas. You might have to running one of them shit Aston Villa kit with stick into you. No brand, nobody want to wear that shit, King. We Man United, dog.
The Man United.
I do really like Marvel characters. I tell men Marvel is avenge. Heroes is save the day. They don't avenge failure. You understand? Be like DC. Don't be like Marvel. Save the day. Don't avenge failure. Big up. I know. Bali mad at me, but big up, Bali. Big up. Coasting.
Yeah.
It pissed me off.
It is what it is. Fall him down.
All right,
Wow.
fellas. This fella doing a watch along for Chelsea, West Ham, and Chelsea is
Fall him
winning.
down, man.
And
I'm
don't
busy.
want
I
to
don't
see
know
this.
this.
Bro, I don't need to check to know. Sir Jim Ratcliffe by himself worth 29 billion. I don't care if he had 29 billion in cash. He should be able to spend 6. He a Man United fan, he say from childhood, boy. And can't
He's
spend
not.
6 billion from 29
He's not. He's
to
not.
make 10. Bro, listen, in 10 years, he making 10 or more. It go
Man-
be, it's miracle money.
Man that has Chelsea, what do you call season ticket? He's
Tell
not.
me about that season ticket now. See my ball and fall down to the side. I tell you how much I cost into it. I didn't even notice my ball falls. Whole stream it down the corner. Hey, fuck Jim Ratcliffe and them, yes. Assholes. Fellas, tomorrow is another day. This window was silent bullshit. I pray to God some of these fans do well.
See. Big up to you.
I hope these players that come in do well. Haven, Eden, no pressure, King. Do your thing. You come in to back up, and you might have to be to step up. Big up to you, you don't know me.
Big up, man.
Dorgu, I ain't know about it, but do it. Whatever you do the thing. Fellas in the squad, wake up. It's time to turn it around. We cannot do it without you. The fans need you. We need you. Forget the owners. We need you, brothers. Do it for the fans. Big up to everybody in the chat. One love. Thanks for always sticking around to the rambles and the crash outs. Big up to you. You are the true heroes and legends. You is my DC Comics, guys. Because you fellas don't never fail. And don't never let me down. Big up to all in the chat. Hope all have a good night. Bless up from Marken, MUFC fan channel, and bless up from Bali Tech, Timber Banks, Drex, Mick Ruby, and everybody that was on the stream tonight. Guys, have a wonderful one. Man United definitely let us down tonight.
Baby.